Hey guys, it's Dr. Steven. It's our second week already, and I thought I would just greet you from my backyard. It's just starting to snow pretty good. I think you can probably see it. And I know some of you live, oh goodness, we got some up, I think, in North or South Dakota, Minnesota, just kind of all over the place. And we have some of you guys in Texas and even California. So just wanted to say hi from wonderful Colorado. You can see we don't have a lot of snow on the ground yet, but yeah, give it a couple hours. This is again my backyard, and so I'm going to go inside and eventually take off this hat and greet you guys down in my study where it's a whole lot warmer. God bless you guys.
Everybody, it's Dr. Steven. No, I'm not wearing my German Bavarian hat today like you saw in the Sitzen Leben video. And if you haven't put a profile photo of yourself yet, please take a moment and do that, because it's really good for us to see who we're interacting with and talking with, to see that photo there. So please try to take care of that. There's a couple of you that have not yet jumped in to the regular discussion thread. And I just need to tell you, first of all, I'm considering last week kind of a gimme, our first week, so everybody gets full credit for the discussion. So that's my gift of grace to you guys. But the only way that the university can actually make up the difference between a face-to-face class where we would all be in a classroom and an online class where you still get full credit is the discussion thread. That's a key part to the grade. I have no ability to maneuver beyond that. We have to consider that a major part of the grade. Now, because this is an introductory level class, even though some of you have been taking a lot of classes, this is still a 1,000 level class. Because of that, I am not going to be grading every response in the discussion thread individually. I'm just grading on participation. In other words, if you jump in, you make an initial response to the question, and you also respond back and forth to other students, either their statements or their comments on your statements, and you make a cogent, reasonable kind of discussion, you're going to get full credit. So there's not really a problem there at all. So please jump in this week to the discussion thread. Now, this week, we have a couple different things. First of all, you have the readings. And in the book, Saving the Bible from Ourselves by my dear friend Glenn Powell, I'm asking you to read chapter 3. I'm going to ask you to read every other chapter. But having said that, it's an easy read, and I would encourage you just to read through the whole thing. Okay, I really would. Now, in Understanding the Scriptures by Grudem, it's chapters 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and don't freak out. These are really short chapters. In fact, one of them is 3 pages long. One is, I think, 4 pages long. It won't take you long at all. And academic skimming is just fine. I just want you guys to become familiar with both of the texts so that that can inform and help in your discussion, because I'll have one question regarding each of the 2 texts. And there's a couple of videos, and I have to apologize to you. I probably should have put my first interview with Glenn Powell last week in the first week, and I did not. So I'm going to actually have you watching a couple different videos. One of them is my first interview with Glenn Powell. You're going to really enjoy that. You're going to enjoy all the interviews. None of them are long videos. I think they're all 8 minutes or so, but I want you to watch that one. And then the second video is a talk I give right here in my study on genre. Now, it's going to say parts 1 and part 1 and part 2. That's because it was just a little bit too long for me to compress and put up on my YouTube channel as one video. I think the total was like 12 minutes or something, and so I had to divide it in half between part 1 and part 2. You'll see it's the exact same video. I'm wearing the same clothes, and it's just I had to cut it in half. I made it about a year ago, and the reason I say that is there's one point in there that I make a comment about eschatological and prophetic literature, and I reference the total eclipse of the sun, which took place just about a year ago. And so just wanted you to know that's when I did it. I haven't retaped it because frankly I'm real happy with how it turned out, and so I didn't want to mess with it and goof it up. So I want you to watch the Glenn Powell interview number 1 video, and then I want you to watch the genre video, which is parts 1 and 2. Those 3, if you will, videos. You watch them and then go in and answer the discussion questions, and let's dialogue back and forth. Let's just enjoy this opportunity. Pretend you're in a classroom, because you are. And we can go back and forth and discuss and even respectfully push back on one another. And it's going to be a great, great opportunity. So I'm looking forward to this week. I am so thankful that each one of you are in the class. I believe God is going to use this class in a very significant way in your life, just to bring a new paradigm, kind of shift the way you think about the scriptures. So I am thankful to have you in the class. If you have any questions, you have my contact information. Email is probably the preferred initial way, but you're welcome also to text me. If you do text me on my cell phone, I need to ask you, please identify who you are, because if you're not in my contacts, I'll just see a number and I won't know who it is. So God bless you guys, and let's have a great week.